So I want to do number 2. And I want to do number 2 because what I like about number 2 is if you look at 2a and negative 2a, I could add the equation 1 and equation 3 and eliminate the a's just like that. So I'm going to rewrite it. Remember, it's so easy to make a mistake. I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to add those two. 3b, I'm going to put a 1 there for my own sanity, plus 5c equals negative 11. So I just got what I'm going to call my a, using equation 1 and equation 3. Now I have an option. I can either add equation 1 and equation 2, or I can do equation 2 and equation 3. What I like about doing equation 2 and equation 3 is this. Let me write them down so you can see it. Is that they're already opposite. So all I have to do is multiply that by 3, and then I'll get a negative 6. Where if I did the 2 and the 6, I would have to multiply that by a negative 3, and that sounds uncomfortable to me. So distribute, 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 distribute. Negative 6a minus 6b minus 3c equals negative 3. So I'm going to add the two equations, which I know is a little sketchy that I'm doing that. I'm just out of space. So don't look at the center. So 6a minus 6a is gone. I'm going to cover this up because I'm just writing all over this. 3b minus 6b is negative 3b. 5c minus 3c is 2c. And 7 minus 3 equals 4. So now I've created for my two 3x3s, two 2x2s. Okay. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to get a piece of paper, and I'm going to go 3b plus 5c equals negative 11, and negative 3b plus 2c equals 4. Oh man, did I get lucky. Boom, that's gone. 7c equals negative 7. Oops, I'm sorry, you can't see that. Divide by 7, c equals negative 1. Now, I understand you might not be sure where things go. Well, if you look, it goes A, then B, then C. So C is like your Z. So C comes last. Now, just to make sure I'm good to go, I'm going to come over here because I'm happy I have the answers and I was pushing it. That's number 2 and I got my C right. So perfect. Now that I got my C, I'm going to take this value and I'm either going to plug it into the first equation or the second one. It doesn't matter. There's a negative there and a negative there. I think I'll plug it into the first one. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 3b plus 5 times negative 1 equals negative 11. 3b minus 5 equals negative 11 plus 5 plus 5. 3b equals negative 6. Divide by 3. b equals negative 2. Since it goes A, B, C, that comes next. Let me double check. Yay, my B is negative 2. Now I need to find what my A value is. Remember, in order to find my A, I have to go all the way back to my original. And I can either use the equation 1, equation 2, or equation 3. I definitely don't think I'm going to use equation 3. Equation 2 just looks a little bit smaller, so I think I'm just going to use that one. So I'm going to go 2a plus 5b plus 6c equals negative 10. And then I'm going to take the negative 1, move that there, and I'm going to put it in for C. And I'm going to take the negative 2, and I'm going to put it in for B. So 2a plus 5 times negative 2, 6 times negative 1 equals 10. 2a minus 10 minus 6 equals 10. Negative 10 minus 6 is negative 16. Add 16. Something happened, I feel like. And I got A equals 13. Oh, I see my mistake. Honestly, if I get really big numbers, I feel like there's something wrong. And it kills me. I did all of that, and then there's my mistake. It's a negative 10. Negative 10. Negative 10. Negative 10. 6. A equals 3. Let me double triple, because now I'm a little scared of myself. Perfect. I want to show you, though, you're not going to have an answer key on a test. So how do you check your answers? You take these and you plug them into your 1, 2, and 3. Now, since I already plugged it into equation 1, I'm not going to check equation 1. I'm going to check equation 2. So I'm going to try equation 2, which was 6a plus 3b plus 5c equals 7. And I'm going to take my a, my b, and my c, and I'm going to plug it in. 6 times 3, 3 times negative 2, 5 times negative 1. So 18 minus 6 minus 5 equals 7. 18 minus 6 is 12, and 12 minus 5 is 7. I'm going to check it for equation 3 just in case, because I want to make 1,000% sure that I'm good to go. The original equation says this, so I'm going to plug 3 into my, 3 into my A, negative 2 into my B, and negative 1 into my C. Negative 2 times 3 minus 2 times negative 2 minus negative 1 equals negative 1. Negative 6, 2 negatives make a positive, 2 negatives make a positive. Negative 2 plus 1, does that equal negative 1? It actually does. Now I know that I know that I know that I know that I'm good to go. There's number 2.